Hi, everyone. My name is Jolie Demarco, metaphysical expert and psychic intuitive. And today I just want to give you a little heads up. You might be feeling a little off right now. There's a lot of cosmic stuff going on. So right now, Saturn is in retrograde and also Jupiter is in retrograde all the way until October 10th and October 13th. So what this means for you is I just want to give you a little heads up of why you might be feeling a little off or a little irritated lately. So when we talk about Saturn first, so planet Saturn represents karmic energy. Okay, so that's our equal or unequal energy we have with other people. Okay, so that's our karmic energy. We also have karmic energy with ourselves. So that's basically you and yourself, how you treat yourself. And so if you are a self sabotage kind of person, which some of us all are at some point in our lives, where we need to learn some lessons about ourselves or how to react to things in our life. So if you have unequal energy with yourself, that means you have karma with yourself that needs to be fixed and balanced. Okay. So because we're in Saturn in retrograde, the planet Saturn actually is spinning backwards and standing still. We're used to it moving forward. So when it's doing this, it can affect us by making us a little bit more grumpier than normal. Saturn can bring out the negativity in people. Saturn is known as the karmic planet, but also brings sickness and death. So that's not good, obviously. But the good thing is we learn lessons when Saturn is in retrograde. And so the lessons that we learn, we don't have to do them over and over and over again throughout our lifetime if we learn them this time. And so it's about recognizing the lessons and doing what is right to change that so we don't have to keep going through it over and over again. Okay. So that's, your self karma. There's also lessons with other people. So in the past, if you had created negative karma with other people, this is a good time for you to fix the karma with them, meaning make yourself have closure, the other person have closure, because it's part of karmic closure in the Saturn in retrograde. So working towards making things right. Okay. And if you can't contact that person, still energetically, you could do what I call soul talk to connect with them to make things equal energy between your souls. Okay, and that'll be a different video. And now also Saturn in retrograde is, of course, going to make us a little bit more grumpier than not, can make things slow down a little bit so they're not as smooth as they are normally when we're moving forward with Saturn. So that's a little bit about planet Saturn in retrograde and how it can affect us. Now, planet Jupiter is also in retrograde at the same time. So these two planets kind of give us like a push and pull energy and can make things a little bit more confusing than they normally would be. But planet Jupiter, normally when it's moving forward, which we call direct, means that it's a planet that brings opportunities for work, opportunities of your purpose. So whatever your purpose is in life, mothers, we have purpose too. And also basically anything that you do that makes you feel important. Okay. So when it's in retrograde, so it's spinning backwards and standing still, it makes things kind of go slow down, also just like Saturn. But this planet, because of the opportunities, they could still be presented, but it's a time where maybe you look at all the opportunities and you slow your roll before you choose anything. Okay, so it's about slowing down and allowing yourself to connect with each thing that comes your way, and you don't have to pick and choose very quickly. Okay, so opportunities can still come. They just might be more in multitude, and you have to choose and understand which is the best one for you, which comes out of your lessons as well. So lots of lessons during any planet in retrograde. And Jupiter also too, because it's strong opportunities when it's moving forward, which is going to be around October 13th, things will start to be more abundant for you. It's also about moods. Okay, so Jupiter can make us very roller coaster with our feelings. So some of you might get really low. It can actually cause depression during this time. So if you're starting to feel depressed or like you're crying for no reason, and maybe you're not realizing like, hey, am I going crazy or what's going on? It's the planets. Okay, blame it on the planets because it is the planets. And so Jupiter can make us feel like, one day we might feel really great. The next day we might feel really low on a low vibration and feel upset about things. But it is a really good time for us to have sort of these like epiphanies about our lives and how we can change them. So it brings options of how you can bring change. So that's really important during this time too. So right now, all the way until around October 13th and 10th is when these planets turn direct. So right now, that's how it's affecting us. So if you've been feeling any of these ways that I'm describing, it is because of the planets. And there is one other reason why you might feel a little, what I call the urgency of light. And so if anybody out there knows about Archangel Michael, I channel Archangel Michael, and he said this for over, years and years and years, but basically every 11 years, we have what he calls a soul's cleanse. A soul's cleanse means that we are cleansing ourselves on all levels of our existence. So, there's the human Jolie in front of you here. Hello. And the soul of me is also part of me. That's my energetic existence, and, which makes me whole and when I'm connected. So my soul's energy basically is having a chance to be cleansed this year in year of 2021. And so the indication, not only every 11 years, Archangel Michael says, but he also explains that there's 2 full moons and an eclipse in the same month. So when these 3 things happen in 1 month, that's the indication that it's the 11th year shift. And so we had that a couple months ago. So what is a soul's cleanse and how does it affect you? Well, like I said, it's the deepest part of us on all of our existence. So it's like we could hit the reset button very easily. So we can clean and cleanse ourselves anytime we want, obviously. But a soul's cleanse is on the deepest level of you. And so it's about cleaning and cleansing people, places, things, anything that doesn't serve you in your life, that makes you feel good and positive. So it's a time where we start changing ourselves. And you might even be getting this feeling, I call it the urgency of light. It's like this feeling you get that you don't know what it is, but you have to do something, like you want change on something. And right now you might not know, and that's okay, but that's just that urgency of light, I call it. And that's part from the soul cleanse. And it's, energetically making us feel like we need change. And so that's that feeling you might be having. And some people get a little anxiety from it because it has started a couple months ago, and some people are cleaning and cleansing right away. You might notice some of your friends or people around you, moving and changing their jobs, or, just shifting themselves in a lot of different ways. And some people are doing it a little bit more now, where it's kind of in the middle of the shift of the 2021 year of the soul's cleanse. And some people are procrastinators, and they wait till the very end when it gets closer to the end of 2021. So try to gauge a little bit where you are. And if you're realizing, okay, I already did it, I moved and I cleaned and cleansed, and it's not always about moving, it's just about shifting your energy and your thoughts into a new way of life for yourself, and, and feeling good about it. And so if you're still like in the process of that, that's cool, because that's what a lot of people are right now. They're in the process of realizing what they want to change and how they want to make their lives. And so that's just part of that soul's cleanse. So if you're feeling any of these things that I'm describing, just know you're not crazy. And it's the planets that do affect us, because when a planet moves a certain way that we're not used to, it has a certain frequency that changes the frequency of the earth, which changes our frequency as humans. And so it can affect us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So it's kind of science. And so this way, you put 2 and 2 together with it. Whenever there's something planetary going on, we are going to feel something, maybe emotionally or physically, or some sort of shift, or all together. And it's nice to know that when things like this happen, that it's not just, us particularly, everybody's being affected by it. And so, because, for example, like planet Saturn kind of brings out the nastiness in people, if you know that that's what happens, then you try to stay more neutral in situations with other people, and not, build on the fire of it, and try to stay nicer and neutral with others. So this way you're not building into the negativity of what can be created by the planet. Okay. So I hope this helps. I just wanted to put it out there, because a lot of people have been feeling really wonky and off lately, me included. So, I like to say, damn you planets. And I know what you're doing to me. And so it makes me feel better knowing that, it's not just me overreacting or being a little kooky. It's the planets that are making me. So hope this helps. And I hope to talk to you all soon. And you could follow me on YouTube if you like this, or Facebook. Gratitude and love, everyone.